Okay, so our story for What's Up Now. In Britain, they did a study on what will gamers look like in 20 years. So if you play in front of your computer screen, I know a couple of years ago Fortnite was the big game. I don't know what it is anymore. But if you look like these kids, expect to look like this guy in 20 years. There you go. A little pot belly going on there. Light skin because you're hardly outside getting vitamin D. Eyes like wide expanded by looking at the computer screen too much. What else they say would be wrong with you? But anyway, what do you think? Do you think you're going to look like that in 20 years? I don't know. I don't know. People have been playing games for a long time and that hasn't happened. Go outside and take a good walk every so often, I guess. All right. So what have you remembered? We're going to do an Ed Puzzle review that kind of just walks you through what feudalism was like again, kind of reminding you of things, maybe teaching you something new. So you're going to complete that Ed Puzzle and you're going to do map work, and I'll explain that in a minute. So here is the Ed Puzzle. It's called Changes, because now we're going to start moving into the changes that create the modern world from the Middle Ages. So a lot of things are going to start happening within a few hundred-year period that is going to change the world from what people knew it like during the Middle Ages. And we're going to start talking about what was the Middle Ages like again, just to give you a reminder. And then you have this thing called a Europe map. So this is on Google Classroom. So you have the Ed Puzzle today and the Europe map. Now, what's the Europe map? What do you have to do? Okay, so you get you're going to have a slideshow. And you'll have the things over here that you'll have to find out where they are located on the map. Try to find a good map online. You can use the Cetera, but the only thing with Cetera is at games. You have to kind of poke around a little bit to figure out what goes where. You can do that. If you're having a struggle finding a map, email me, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take from this column and you're going to start moving it, right? You're going to click on it and you're going to move it to where it's supposed to go on the map. You're going to do it for each of these. There's one for water forms, one for land form, and one for cities, okay? If you have a question on that, please email me. Remember, I do assign dates, but I'm not deducting points if things are late. Just make sure you get them done. Now, here is your Weebly site, cullenclass.com for today. You see the What's Up Now video. Here's your video for WUN Monday. If you haven't watched the grading video yet, it's over here. And for some reason, some of the parents couldn't click on the link. I sent your parents a link kind of describing some things we're doing in the classroom right now. So if you heard your parents like yell, Mr. Cullen, I can't open it, tell them they can go on cullenclass.com and the video I posted is there for them if they would like to watch it. Okay? And of course, today's lessons are down here. Now, some of you questioned, hey, Mr. Cullen, third market period, I see this grade. I don't remember this assignment called Feudalism Classroom. If you saw the grading thing yesterday, you heard me say we're going to take, if you completed everything, if you completed all your work from the first two marking periods, I decided to give you 2 quiz grades for that. And if you did it all, you will get, if you completed all the things that are expected of you, you'll get 60 out of 60 points. So I'm going to start adding that in. If you get 60 out of 60 or A+, you're done. If I've emailed people yesterday that still need to catch up on a couple things. So if you haven't got an email yesterday from me about catching up, you're good. You got an A+. I just haven't recorded it yet. But that's what a feudalism classwork is. Don't worry about it. It isn't an assignment. You did it already. It's the first 2 weeks of at-home learning. All right? And it's a good way to get an A+ for 2 quiz grades if you have everything done. All right, but if you still have a question, again, email me. All right, so your next Genius Hour day will be next Monday, April 13th. The Why We Fight paragraph, why people fight, and the Canterbury activity, which is the poem or the song, they're both due tonight by midnight. Okay, we're going to start grading them after that time. Those 2 things are your first grades for the 4th marking period. The physical map of Europe will be due on April 9th. So you have some time to kind of look things. You don't have to get it all done today. So by April 9th, if you can get that done, that would be great. That will be considered classwork, actually, although you can do it over a several-day period. All right, your video for an WUN Monday today. Well, we're going to have the conclusion, the solution to the Encyclopedia Brown story I told yesterday, and then you're going to find out a little bit what music was like in the 70s. And there are these compilation albums called K-Tel albums. And you're going to see a commercial for a K-Tel album that was prevalent if you were growing up in the 1970s. Hope you have a great day today. Hope to see you soon.